Final Fantasy Resonance is hype, guys. This game looks absolutely phenomenal. What's up? Soul here with another video for your viewing pleasure, and today we're going to take a deep dive into Final Fantasy Resonance. You guys tell me what you think. Let's get right into it. So, first thing we have to look at is, of course, their media kit, their media package. And we can see a lot of information from that, guys. It's going to give us some great insight as to what's going on. I'm going to save you some time and energy. I'm going to read it to you. And we're going to go through it, of course, okay? So right here, we have Final Fantasy Resonance, the newest entry in the Final Fantasy series, and the first to adopt the HD 2D visual style. Final Fantasy Resonance launches on Thursday, October 22nd, 2026. This is coming out on Nintendo Switch 2, Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, and of course Windows/Steam. What if Final Fantasy had continued to push the limits of pixel art? Building on this concept, the game presents a tale of crystals brought to life in high-definition pixel art in the HD 2D style, alongside with a gameplay system that captures the classic charm of Final Fantasy, complemented by a beautiful soundtrack. Based on the first season, the mobile game, the Final Fantasy Brace Exvius, the console version extensively rebuilds and reimagines its content, delivering an experience far richer in both quality and scope than a straightforward port or remake. So that answers a lot of questions. I watched the trailer and was able to immediately identify that this was a connection to Brave Exvius. I am a Brave Exvius player, and yes, this is a huge indication, and I saw it right away, and yeah, thanks for clarifying here, Square Enix. And so we're going to continue on down. It's pretty clear to me that this is basically season 1 from Brave Exvius. I've had people jump in the comments and talk about it. Throw them down there and tell me what you guys think, but it seems like that's the case. Does that mean there's more on the horizon if this game's successful? I can't really say right now, guys, but let's continue. The opening movie and other cinematics feature a cutting-edge pixel-based style using a productive method that renders 3D CG in pixel form to achieve dynamic, realistic visuals while retaining the timeless charm of pixel art. And dude, oh man, it's beautiful. I saw it, I loved it, absolutely immaculate, really interesting, great stuff. I wonder how much AI is used in all that, but regardless, really good looking stuff. Meanwhile, the special abilities of legacy Final Fantasy heroes, along with select summon sequences, are presented in striking 3D graphics. Wow. While this game is rooted in the HD 2D visual style, it offers a distinctive experience that seamlessly integrates multiple visual approaches. And yes, you see that. You see CGI, you see pixel CGI, you see all of this, the 3D CG. We see all of it, guys. And honestly, I'm here for it. The 3D CG got me the most hype. It looks really good. I hope that we get more of that in the future in other games. Continuing on, story. The Kingdom of Knights, Grandshelt. Its people lived peaceful lives blessed by the power of crystals. Rain, commander of the airship squadron, receives a royal decree: investigate the Earth Shrine, where the magical barrier protecting it has waned, and is determined to cause together with Laswell, his childhood friend and deputy commander. And so they have to go figure it out. Cool. Upon reaching the innermost chamber of the shrine, the two encounter a mysterious man clad in black armor. Overwhelmed by his immense power, Rain and Laswell are defeated, and the Earth Crystal is shattered before their eyes. Though Rain and Laswell narrowly survive, their airship is wrecked, and their comrades have fallen. So there is basically the prologue. That is the premise of the game, setting the story. When Rain and Laswell return, they find Grandshelt under attack by the armored man, Veritas of the Dark. They manage to rescue the king, but once again suffer a crushing defeat. To protect the remaining crystals scattered across the world, Rain and Lastwell set out on a journey in pursuit of Veritas of the Dark, joined by Fina, a mysterious girl they met in Granschelt. At this moment, none of them could have imagined the turbulent fate that awaited them. And so this is fantastic information. There's really not much spoilers here, guys. You're able to ascertain most of this anyways, so I'm so sorry if this is something that's kind of offended you and you didn't really want to be aware of it, but we're going to stay spoiler-free. I'm aware of what happens vaguely because my memory, I'm old, but I'm not going to say a single spoiler outside of what is listed here in this content, which is readily made available to us. And so here we're going to go over the characters next. And so we have Mr. Rain, main character, MC, one of them anyways. And so Rain is being voiced by Clifford Chapin, or Nobuhiko Akamoto. The main protagonist, a knight of the Kingdom of Granschelt who is exceptionally skilled and entrusted with commanding an airship squadron at a young age. Bright, earnest, and deeply principled, he is trusted by many. Rain holds complicated feelings towards his father, Regan, who left his family behind and disappeared without a trace. Daddy issues, guys. They're real. Anyways, I can't speak on that. Anyways, main characters, Lastwell, voiced by Alejandro Sab, or Yusuke Kabayashi. Forgive me, I don't like to mispronounce, but I'm a dyslexic idiot. But anyways, a knight of the Kingdom of Granschelt who possesses skills equal to Rain's and serves as his deputy commander in the airship squadron. Serious and disciplined, he is a model soldier trusted by both his subordinates and his superiors. Orphaned at a young age, Lastwell was taken in and raised by Rain's family. Having grown up with Rain, he often finds himself dragged along by Rain's impulsive nature. It's kind of similar to the whole like Ram's Delita story going on here. You got me? They got the vibes. Let me just also point out they've redrawn these characters. I really like that. Rain's looking really pretty good, and then Lastwell of course is looks good. I like it. They've really put some love and attention into it. And then of course we come down to Fina. Fina is voiced by Lizzie Freeman, or Akane Fujita. And so a mysterious girl who appears from the Earth crystal. She has lost all her memories except for her name. Cheerful and pure-hearted, Fina excels in white magic and archery and can even communicate with espers. However, she cannot remember where she has learned these skills or why she is able to speak with espers at all. Fascinating stuff right there. And so we continue on. We've got right here Veritas of the Dark, guys. And so this guy right here is voiced by Ian Sinclair, Akio Atsuka. And so an armored man who suddenly appeared before Rain and others, destroys the Earth crystal and launches an assault on Granschelt. Wielding overwhelming power, he schemes to annihilate all the crystals. Fantastic. Really interesting stuff. Who is he? He's very well drawn. Looks great. Looks phenomenal. And then we have right here a mystery character voiced by Corey Petit, sorry if I mispronounced, or Nori Manase. And so a mysterious woman bound by a deep enmity to Veritas of the Dark. And it's like hatred. And then she travels alongside Bahamut and primarily wields offensive magic. Though she often teases Rain and presents a playful front, a strong, unwavering resolve lies hidden beneath her lighthearted demeanor. And so, fascinating character right there. Can't say much. Gameplay and system. Let's get to the meat and bones, guys. So right here, a faithful evolution of classic turn-based battles. Final Fantasy's classic turn-based battle evolves to deliver greater accessibility and deeper strategy. Engage in combat by making full use of the timeline, which displays the upcoming action order of both allies and enemies through the next turn. I see so many people complain about how Final Fantasy is now focusing on action RPG. Here it is, guys. Not only are we getting some beautiful pixel art and the new 3D CG, but we're also now getting back to that turn-based combat that we grew up with and we know and love so much. A timeline at the top of the screen displays the action order of allies and enemies, with characters taking their turns from left to right. Fantastic. Knowing the action order allows you to devise strategies such as prioritizing enemy targets or preparing for powerful enemy attacks. Really good stuff right there. It's going to be some nice strategic, diverse battling going on. And then we got a stagger gauge and elemental weaknesses right here being discussed. Depleting the stagger gauge displayed beneath an enemy's HP bar will stagger them, preventing them from acting on their turn and lowering their defense. In addition, exploiting an enemy's elemental weakness helps reduce the stagger gauge more effectively. Fantastic. If you know, you know. We've seen this before. When a character successfully staggers an enemy, they will be granted an extra action at the end of the turn called a bonus phase. When all enemies become staggered, a sweeping stagger is triggered. When a sweeping stagger is triggered, all party members are granted an extra action during the bonus phase. Pretty massive stuff. Really great to see some extra layers in that combat, right? And so here we go. This is what we all want to know. Visions. Complete events involving characters you met throughout the story for a chance to obtain visions. Items which are crystallized essences of those characters. Equip visions to Rain and his allies to harness their power, boosting stats and unlocking new abilities. And so I don't know if you can see it clearly here in this image. Let me zoom in just one time right there. We see Charlotte listed over there on the side. You see Amelia, Camille, you see Wilhelm, Eileen. You see several of these characters here, Leah, of course. And so basically, you're going to equip them. They're kind of like, it's like junctioning is the way I'm perceiving it. And they're going to give you stat boosts. And they're going to enhance your abilities, and it's pretty cool. So some great Final Fantasy callbacks, references, and synchronizations. That's what I'm going to say right there. Use the skills and magic of the visions you have equipped in battle. Each character can only equip one vision at a time. Choosing who equips which vision can greatly influence the outcome of battle. Progress through battles and strengthen your affinity with a vision to unlock new abilities and skills for your characters. Really cool stuff right there. And not only do you see that they're junctioning these visions, but you see that they have elemental affinities, and then of course they have like a resonance skill. Really cool stuff. I can't wait to get into this. And so, right on down here, we've got resonances. Trigger a sweeping stagger and unleash a powerful vision-specific technique at the end of your bonus phase. Resonances come in many forms, not only delivering high damage, but also offering a variety of abilities such as powerful AoE attacks and buffs. This is phenomenal, guys. And so we can see a nice picture of both of these happening down there. We see that on the left, we got the sweeping stagger, and so we're able to choose from all 4 visions available from our members. So this is like a joint effort or a selector, and so you're basically only getting to choose the one. And then we see another vision down there that's available from Brave Exvius, no names thrown. And then and we see on the right, we see that that vision's attack taking place, and it's got some beautiful pixel art there. Looks really, really nice. And that's from Amelia. And so only one resonance can be used per sweeping stagger. Choose the resonance that best suits the situation. Each resonance features a cinematic sequence unique to its corresponding vision. Really good stuff right there. Moving on, party formation and progression. Customize your party by swapping members or changing equipped visions to face powerful enemies and conquer dungeons. The abilities and stat boosts gained from equipped visions also provide significant advantages, making it essential to develop both your party members and their visions in thoughtful, strategic manner. And so, like I was kind of pointing out before, we see it in a little bit bigger and better image right here. We've got Tron over here shown on the left with the role being listed as Breaker. 3 elements right there. 3 elements shown right there: fire, ice, and lightning, which he has a resonance of Hibernal Fury, which deals ice damage to random enemies 5 times. And then of course you see the different skills and slots down there, and we see kind of like it's an awakening level. That's really interesting to see. I'm wondering how that's going to be played. I see a mastery bonus. I see an awakening level. Is awakening level going to be used off of resources? Are we farming resources to awaken? I really would like to know. And basically with that awakening level, we're unlocking and gaining more. And then over here on the right, you can see that he's junctioned, I'm going to keep using that word, to Lastwell. And Lastwell has abilities over there on the far right. First aid's the only one available. Really cool stuff. I'm enjoying it. Okay, and so it says build and develop your party to your liking. For example, enhance a character with high attack power by equipping them with a vision that excels on the offensive, or aim for a Spellblade build with a vision versed in magic. Interesting. So it's basically suggesting some red mage magic stuff going on here. So you can be your old sword, your spell and blade character. You can mix it up, have some options. I love seeing Shanatoto here, big Final Fantasy 11 player back in the day. Regardless, moving on. Synergies from equipped abilities. Once an ability is learned from a vision, it can still be equipped even when a different vision is active, as long as it remains within the cost limit. Nice. Allowing abilities from multiple visions to be set at the same time. I love it. This system is more accessible and evolved take on the familiar job system from the Final Fantasy series, with a certain ability setups producing powerful synergies. Yes, and we see that down here. Of course, we see them with the different things. We got dual cast listed with Fina right here. Very nice. And of course we have a multitude of different things like Arms Akimbo in there as well. Really interesting. And then you look over here on the right, we see Onion Knight on there, and we see several abilities from there. We see Cecil, we see Cloud. Really cool. Glad to see these characters alongside abilities that boost damage or focus on specific elements. Familiar abilities like Dual Cast, which allows consecutive spell casting, or Spellblade Dual Wield are also available. After learning a powerful ability, try experimenting with different builds using the abilities you have learned. Guys, I'm here for it. This is fantastic. This sounds like it's going to be a grindy game with lots of diversity and customization. Holy, I'm stoked. Get down in the comments. If I'm missing anything, throw it in there. If I'm overlooking a key detail or something that's really getting you excited, throw it up there, guys. Please drop it in the comments. We're going to keep talking about this. All right, and so gameplay system visions. Charlotte, a Knight of Grandshelt currently in active service and a peer of Rain and Lastwell, a resilient defender who primarily wields ice and water element attacks. She boasts high durability that allows her to endure in battle. This is a character I absolutely love from Brave Exvius. Anyways, Leah, a white mage who once fought to protect her allies in a war that took place in another world. She specializes in support, learning a variety of recovery and defensive spells, as well as magic that cures status ailments. And then Tron, a black mage who once fought to protect allies in a war that took place in another world. He commands fire, ice, and lightning magic and learns many abilities well suited for staggering enemies. Fantastic. And so we do see a scene where it looks like Leah and Tron will be unlocked in the same time. And so what is that place they're in? Is that inside of a crystal? Is that a shattered crystal? What's happening there, guys? These are things to pay attention to. Might be clear and key indications as to what we can expect. Really interesting stuff there. And we might even get some lore on them, because it looks like Tron and Leah are depicted right here, and kind of Leah's protecting the both of them and someone's shooting at them. I'm here for it. I want all of the content and the lore. Okay, Legacy Final Fantasy Heroes. Visit Vision Crystal Sanctums scattered across the world to obtain visions of Legacy Final Fantasy Heroes. Boom. Equip them as you would any other visions to harness their powers. Legacy heroes from across the mainline Final Fantasy series appear as visions. Be sure to stop by a Vision Crystal Sanctum when you find one. And so it shows right here on this far left image, It's not a great image. We'll take a look at images later where I can really blow them up. But yeah, it's glowing. It's like, hey, come over here. And then you can see right over here, step into the Crystal Sanctum to revisit stories from the Final Fantasy series and unlock visions. So clearly we have access to Cloud. There's Cloud. He looks phenomenal. Love seeing him in pixel art, and yeah, I'm here for it. I want him. I want Cloud in my party. He's a staple. There's just no two ways about it. Anyways, Warrior of Light, a warrior of light chosen by the Crystal who embarks on a journey to save the world. He wields earth, lightning, and light elemental attacks and learns abilities that protect allies. The end-all be-all paladin for days. We want him. We love him. Warrior of Light. Terra, guys. We love Terra. A girl who possesses the long-lost power of magic. A commando capable of consistently unleashing high damage with fire, water, and ice magic. And then, of course, Cloud, a former soldier first class. He wields lightning and water elemental attacks and learns multiple abilities focused on dealing critical damage. Love it. Want it. Oh, there she is, guys. Sorry. Shantoto, a mage who leads the Federation of Windhurst Senate and stands among the esteemed three magi. As a commando, she unleashes repeated lightning, water, and dark elemental magic to deal heavy damage. And we're getting that infamous laugh. Oh, I can't wait for it. And then, of course, Ishtola, if you're a big fan of Final Fantasy 14. It's a little bit like, that game was way too easy. I struggled with it, but I love 14. Sorry, I'm not trying to offend anyone. And Makote, who encountered in the lands of La Nacia. Proficient in magic, she can stagger enemies with fire and ice spells to restore HP, becoming stronger as she uses a greater variety of magic in combat. I am a huge Ishtola fan. Mad respect for her. That's a really great character. Absolutely love it. And then espers. Everybody wants to know, are we summoning? Espers, guys. Summons, a series staple. Progress through the story and complete side quests to unlock powerful summons known as espers. When summoned, espers fight alongside your party for 3 turns, delivering a powerful finishing move on the final turn before disappearing. I'm here for that. That's phenomenal. Although summoning them requires a large amount of MP, their overwhelming power can turn the tide of battle and make them a decisive factor, especially against formidable foes. This is great. I love it. So it looks like they're going to be there on top of Visions. Another layer, guys. I'm here for it. That's phenomenal. All right, Siren. An esper with large wings and an affinity for wind, capable of unleashing water and wind elemental attacks. Its special move, Lunatic Voice, or I always want to say Lunatic Voice, deals wind elemental damage to all enemies and may also inflict sleep and or silence. It's one or the other, apparently. I like that, though. And then Rama, an esper that takes the form of an elderly figure with a long beard. Help me. Its special move, Judgment Bolt, deals lightning damage to all enemies. I like that reference. Alright, embark on a journey across the world aboard an airship. Gain access to an airship that allows you to traverse the world as your journey unfolds. Numerous dungeons and powerful foes, accessible only by airship, await Rain and his allies. The airship greatly expands the areas you can access. Freely explore the world and land in places that were visible but previously inaccessible. So that begs a question. It looks like we're going to have mounts. We're going to be traveling on ground. We'll get access to an airship, but is there fast travel? I just have to ask. It's for a friend, you know? Anyways, moving on. Side quest. New scenarios spotlighting Rain and other main characters, as well as supporting cast from Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. And so we can see right here an image of him accepting a quest. I like this. It's simple, it's clean, the world's looking alive and great. We can see the different environments. Looks really good. We see Ayaka here. It's another white mage we saw earlier as a vision. A wealth of new episodes provide insight into the past and relationships of Final Fantasy Brave Exvius characters, and completing them grants character specific rewards. Wonder what Ayaka's is. Anyways, moving on, the music of Final Fantasy Resonance. The soundtrack is composed and arranged by Elements Garden, led by Noriyasu Agamatsu, and includes 33 newly recorded tracks in addition to music from Final Fantasy Brace Exvius. I've never been disappointed by the music of a Final Fantasy game, so I'm here for it. I want every bit of it. Thank you so much for your wonderful work over there. Product information. This is important. Let's get to it. Of course, this is Final Fantasy Resonance. It's releasing Thursday, October 22nd, 2026, as we mentioned. Standard edition is going to be $49.99, guys. And then digital deluxe edition is going to be $59.99. And of course, there's a collector's edition at $209.99. Listen, let me just say this. Thank you so much, Square, for not trying to drop this $80 game on us. Like, for real, okay? $49.99, and then a digital deluxe at $59.99, which is basically full price. Like, thank you. I've been seeing where people are posting that this is basically going to be like a 40-hour game. Maybe it's like 30 to 40 hours, but then with side quests and additional content, it's going to be like an 80-hour game in its entirety. I'm good with this pricing. Thank you so much, guys. Like, I can't say that enough. Thank you. Like, the greed is killing it. Anyways, of course, it's launching on Switch 2, Switch, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series XS, and Windows and Steam. Really, really excited about it. Now we're getting text languages in Japanese, English, French, German, and Spanish, which is really good. And then, of course, that's for Switch 2, PlayStation 5. Xbox Series, Windows, and Steam are getting Japanese, English, French, German, Spanish, Chinese, traditional, and simplified, plus Korean. Voice acting will be either Japanese and English. I'm here for both. I don't want that Japanese in my life. Of course, this is a one-player game, no multiplayer, everyone 10 plus, RPG, Square Enix copyrights, blah. You see it. Now, here's what we want to know. What comes with these different versions? Digital Deluxe. This product is a bundle that includes the Final Fantasy Resonance game along with the Magitech and Grimoire Deluxe pack. The pack contains the Magitech Armor Key, which gives your Chocobo a Magitech Armor appearance. Ooh, skins, guys. The Arc, which is Grimoire exclusive to this bundle, which unlocks a certain character Fell Meteor Limit Burst, as well as useful items to aid you at the start of your journey. Those items being a Mastery Ring, an accessory that boosts affinity with visions when equipped. Okay, so it looks like Mastery is going to be over time. Get it, got it, makes sense. 5 Tints, 5 Phoenix Down, 5 Mist Potions, 5 Mist Ethers, and 3 Remedies. Very nice. Bonus content and specifications are subject to change without prior notice. I guess that's fair. Images are for illustrative purposes only. Actual in-game visuals may differ. Very fair. After progressing past a certain point in the game, you may claim the items from the post box in front of the inn in the town of Mitra. Okay, I like it. Really well informed right here. The Chocobo appearance can be changed by turning the Magitech Armor Key on under the item selection of the main menu. Man, they killed it. They just explained everything to us, right? Like, some games don't do that, guys. So thank you, Square. Really, really good stuff right here. And so Square Enix Store Exclusive Collector's Edition. This thing right here looks like a whopper. This set includes the physical standard edition of Final Fantasy Resonance along with the code to upgrade the digital deluxe edition. Okay, it also comes with a specific designed goods box containing 4 premium items, an acrylic block set, a special edition art book showcasing the full charm of the game's pixel art. I almost quit mid-word right there. A comprehensive soundtrack CD album featuring a total of 120 tracks from the game, and an exclusive Final Fantasy trading card game promotional card with a unique design. Set contents right here: Final Fantasy Resonance Standard Edition, Final Fantasy Resonance Digital Deluxe Upgrade Code, Final Fantasy Resonance Collector's Goods Box. Yeah, I thought it was God's Box for a minute, and I was like, whoa, guys. Final Fantasy Resonance Acrylic Block Set, Final Fantasy Resonance Pixel Art Book. I'm going to skip Final Fantasy Resonance, which I didn't skip, original soundtrack, and then Final Fantasy Trading Card Game FFTCGPR card. There's a lot of things in this collector's edition. $209 though? $209 though. Man. Bonus content and specifications are subject to change without prior notice. $209 though. Images are full illustrative purpose only. Actual in-game visuals may differ. I don't see any in-game visuals, but that's, I guess, just like legal requirement to put that there. Magitech Airship and Squire Starter Pack. This set includes the Magitech Airship Passkey, which transforms your airship into a Magitech vessel, along with a useful weapon, armor, and consumable items to support you at the start of your journey. So the Passkey's stellar. Makes us, of course, that looks like a big red black whale. I like it. I'm here for it. The Knight's Greatsword. No clarification on anything extra, so I'm assuming it's just a little boosted damage, strong item for when you get it. Chestplate of Preparation. Preparation H just screamed in my mind. Increase XP earned in battle. That's probably going to stay on forever. Set of consumable items. Okay, Magicite Shard, Tint ×3, and Mist Potion ×3. And then, of course, the disclaimers. Cool. The airship appearance. Okay, hang on. Let's see this. Yep, Town of Mitra is where we're going to get that, and we're going to be able to unlock these things. And then, of course, the airship appearance can be changed during the Magitech Airship, turning the Magitech Airship Passkey on under the item section of the main menu. This is only available for a limited time. This is pre-order bonus, guys. So if you pre-order, you're getting access to these things. So if you don't pre-order, you ain't getting these things. That's what it's basically saying. Perfect. Okay. And then early purchase bonus. This set includes the Blessed Cuirass, an armor piece that increases gil earned in battle, as well as Mist Ether, a consumable item that restores MP for all party members. And so we've got recycled resources right here with that armor. That's fine. I'm totally fine with that, but it's granting gil. Love it. I like it. That's phenomenal. Once again, we get that and well, in front of the end of Mitra. Understood. And there it is. There's our logo, Final Fantasy Resonance. Guys, this is a wealth of information. We're not done yet. Let's take a deeper look at this and see what we can learn from these additional images and resources that we have at our disposal. And so right here, we're going to take a look at some of these images one by one. We're not going to like overanalyze, like we're just going to appreciate and move on, like this one. Great image. Absolutely love it. This is Charlotte and work. Cool. And then here we got, of course, Leah and Tron. Tron's eating dirt. Somebody with a gun is shooting. This is terrifying. This must be their other world. I don't know. Fantastic stuff. And then, of course, it looks like we got Leah healing there. We can see her with her staff raised. Fantastic. Absolutely love it. And then, yeah, we see the two of them in a crystal. This is what I was talking about, but now we know this is a crystal sanctum. Fantastic stuff. And then we're here. We got Tron busting up some enemies with his ice magic. Very cool. There is a crystal sanctum in the overworld. We're in the desert area, so we're just going to be running over there. Looks like Rain is not on a mount. There's a cave up on the top right, and there's another island over there. I'm wondering just how much we can explore. We see a little bit of a glint right there on the hill, so that means these are items in the overworld we can pick up. Fantastic stuff. Now this is clearly Cloud, showing reference to Final Fantasy VII Remake, maybe Rebirth images in there. I'm not seeing it clearly. It looks like Remake, but still really good stuff. And so we got right here Warrior of Light, and then boom, I'm assuming that is definitely his move at work, but we can see Titus in behind right there on the image. Very nice. And so there is Terra doing some fantastic things. We see some ice damage being slammed down. Cloud standing behind Rain. Very nice. I'm excited for it. There is Cloud. So I'm assuming when these visions use their special attacks, some will have better quality CGI or quote-unquote images shown, and then we can see down there at the bottom right of the image, skip. That's really big, guys. I'm sorry. Like, Knights of the Round, anybody? We can skip the animation, and we can keep on moving. We don't have to watch it all. Moving on, we can see Cloud busting some things up right there. Very, very nice. I'm here for it. And then we've got, well, must be Veritas, right? And that beautiful 3D CG. Yeah, very good. Shinatoto, I'm here for it. That lovely skip button too. And we've got, what is that, a lightning staff rod on her back? If you know, you know. Anyways, moving on. That must be Shantoto's attack. I'm here for it. We can see Y'shtola in the background behind someone. Yeah. Is that a no, is that Shantoto down there by the orb right here? Is that? I don't know. Can't quite see that clearly. Who that is? That's Shantoto. She's massive. She's right there. Then who's this? What's that? I don't know. There's Y'shtola. Moving on. This must be Y'shtola's madness right here. Can't really gleam anything out of all this brightness. Then we have some nice footage right here. This must be the starting area, but he's already got a chocobo, dude does. So that's interesting. There's the mount. We'll be moving quickly. There's Siren. Siren again, so she's getting some fancy animation. Look at them toes though, bro. Look at them toes. Moving on. There she is there. Okay, and then we get them pixel art mix. I'm here for it. There's the It. Rama. Slamming Rama. And then here we go. Airship action. There's not much to be gleaned other than some paths and whatnot. I can't see anything clearly other than that we clearly have a diverse biome. Nice little bridge connecting land masses here. Interesting. And then there's a closer image of the airship, but it's like a CGI type deal. Here's some pixel art. Now we see Siren. We've seen Siren in 3 different art forms now. This is different yet again. Where is this all going to play out? I want to see it. Interesting. That's gorgeous. That castle's gorgeous. Rain standing in front of it. Glasswell and Rain fighting each other. Magitech armor. That's a skin for the Chocobo. We now know. Multiple glints on the ground. Things we can pick up. Dark Wings calling something down. I don't know. Must be the mystery that was referred to at the bonus content, the Grimoire. I'll have to wait and see. And then, clearly that's player driven because we can skip it. Throwing that out there. There's the Magitech airship. This is even the same scene. They just changed the skin of the airship. Very nice. And then there's that beautiful 3D CG. I have to say it really slow in my head or else I'm going to butcher it. But who's that? Is that someone on their back? Bahamut? Like it. That's pretty cool. There's that somebody. Really interesting. The art, I'm here for it. It looks really good. Okay, we got some robe figures here. Maybe he's got some Sephiroth pals in the backgrounds. Who knows? Veritas. Here comes Cloud. As I mentioned, Sephiroth. That's usually how it goes. He just comes running. We're skipping through these. Rain coming down with the madness, ready to hurt somebody. This is a Lastwell attack right here. He's attacking something that looks like a Chimera. Very cool. And then we've got Fina use some abilities right here. This is some Mandragora. We've seen that. Oh, I mean, that's actually really well done pixel art. But we've seen that in a multitude of games. And then we got Rain and Lastwell right here on the ground as Veritas is kind of like, you dudes stink. And then right here, we got Veritas dropping an attack clearly on the protagonists. The big old purple X on the ground. And then it looks like an antlion. I'm assuming it's an antlion. I don't see a name. Looking for a name. I don't see a name. Don't really glean much else other than we got Terra, Cloud, Charlotte, and then Ayaka here behind. And then right here we got Rain talking to somebody up in a desert town. No big deal, but Lastwell's out maybe for the cutscene's sake. I doubt that it shows all of them in the overworld following Rain. I don't know. We got Lastwell talking to Rain. I'm sure this is just content and story. Looks like a big wind wall in front of them. Kind of curious. More than kind of, to be honest with you. Then we got Fina right here, and they're out in the green pasture area. Really interesting what's going on out there. And then we got this person right here who I can't really say much about. And then we got this person again. Bahamut behind her, clearly fighting with her against a big Dolhan. And then we got the party. Looks like we've got all Brave Exvius characters. We could see the buff on our HUD right here. Now we see Nickel. This is a character that hasn't really been talked about or shown too much up to this point. And so this is another character showing us that we can interchange our party. We're not hard locked into 4, folks. We're going to have multiple characters that can fight on our behalf. I like that. And then right here, we've got more Veritas, purple Xing everything because he's obsessed. Can't really see much other than we're staggering, and it says Vanguard Glaive. Is that another character? Who's that character, guys? I don't know who that is. Who's this one right here? I don't know who that is. Moving on, Sweeping Stagger, same new characters. So Sakura and Jake, that's what it says, Sakura and Jake. Interesting. And then we got Jake and Sakura right here. We got Wilhelm in behind. Looks like Warrior of Light, Ishtola. Very nice. Busting up some magic armor right here, it looks like. So we're going to be fighting all kinds of stuff. Now, Mastery bonus, Magic Barrier. So these cost like MR2, MR3, MR4. So we're basically unlocking these as we master them, right? Is that what I'm understanding? Yep, because we have next rank 23 MRP, Mastery points. Okay, and so yeah, Charlotte's getting more and more. Her role Sentinel, Ice and Water, as it said before, and she's equipped to Rain. Cool, and they're given stat bonuses, Spirit, AP, HP, blah, blah, blah. Junctioning. Moving on, we got our cast and crew right here, busting up some regular prey foes. And then right here, we've got next rank's 298 MRP, so her mastery rank is 5 on Rain. He's using Leah. And we can see right here, more visions available. Milia, Eileen, I remember getting Eileen in Brave Exvius. Very, very cool. She was Earth Elemental. I'm sorry, I'm not spoiling nothing there. I'm sorry, I hope I'm not. Anyways, moving on, we've got all, what is it? Select Resonance? Is it Secret Resonance? What was it? I don't remember what it's called. We're just going to say Resonance. Sorry, guys. But this is when you get that Sweeping Stagger and you're able to use that ultimate move. This is us getting to choose which one we want to use. And then you can see the different elemental effects versus what it just does. Like, it looks like Resolute Bastion and Angelic Embrace just heal. I'm sure they have added effects. Then we got a Water Elemental right here. And then we got a Fire Elemental right there. Moving on, we can see right here, more of the same. We have an Awakening level. That's the one I don't know. That's my big question. How are we awakening, guys? We have mastery levels. How are we awakening? That's the question. I really am interested. I would love to know more. So hopefully we get some insight on that soon, or maybe even in these images or in the content we're about to look over next. And so moving right along, we can see we got that first aid ability. We got Tron equipped as a Vision on Lastwell. He's level 8. Blah, 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 blah. Only question is AP. What's this? What's this? What'd that do? Moving on, we've got Rainfina Lid and Lastwell. We're using that dual cast and it's in Arms Akimbo. We're just moving right on along. We got Ununite confirmed once again. We saw that earlier with these different moves. Death Blow, restore MP on critical hit from Cloud. Very nice. I like it. A lot of different options. We got Charlotte right here. She's got some nice new art. Interesting stuff. And then we got Cloud, champion of the planet. Cloud, the mercenary who confronted his false self and made peace with his past. And then we've got a 3-man party for whatever reason, whatever's going on, I don't know. And they're calling Siren for help. Nice. Siren's coming in and busts him up with a Sonic buffet. Alright. And then Dreams of an Idealist, quest accepted. So we know what that looks like when we do that. It's very clean and crisp. We got Rain in Conversation, Lastwell in Conversation. Both of them look very disappointed. Very interesting. And then we got Ayaka, very disappointing. So yeah, that's all of our images here from the press kit. So we didn't glean a ton of information, but we did revisit some things. So let's take a look at another source of information and maybe learn something new there. And so now we're right here. We're taking a look at this stream that they'd done yesterday for the game where they showcase some gameplay. I've muted it. We're just going to kind of look over it and see what we can learn. Of course, they play the intro trailer, which you can see Lightning and a couple other characters like Noctis, and it really confirms they're in the game. We can see Noctis, we see Bards, we see all kinds of things happening there. Saw Vaughn there for a minute, Zidane. Of course, we got Squall. Very cool stuff. Really excited about that. And then we get right into the meat of it, where they start talking about it and the Brave Exvius connection. Okay, now a lot of this is in Japanese. I don't know Japanese, guys, sorry, spoiler alert. But we see the different characters from the different areas representing the different places, and so a lot of these characters are, well, not a lot of them, but several are playable. So we saw Jake, we saw Lid, we saw Sakura, and we saw Nickel, and so they come from different characters, they come from different places, different kingdoms, so very cool. There's gonna be some back lore there. This is the world, guys. This is everything that we're going to have in the game. They're showing it right here. So this is your world map. Clearly, you're going to need your airship to travel around. And down there at the bottom right, there's a big old question mark. What's that final zone, I wonder? Who knows? It's probably where it's going to all lead. Really interesting stuff right there. Glad to see it. And then, of course, they got the cases up there. They're talking. They're having fun. But here comes the gameplay footage. So we're running around. The pixel art is gorgeous. Can't say enough about it. Look at it, guys. This is fantastic. We got nice little chat bubbles above everybody. We're moving through the world. The birds react to our movement. I love it. Looks phenomenal. And so it looks like he's going to be exiting the town from what I can see. They are going to be exiting the town from what I can see. And so here we are in the overworld. We've got a glint over there in the bottom right. And of course, our map's kind of flashing. We got several quest indicators on the mini map, really giving us some insight. And it looks like there's little white dots letting you know where you can enter zones. We can see right over here quite clearly there's a bunch of kanji, but then it says active time chat. I would assume that's kind of like a current events chat log where you can talk to your ensemble of team members, cast, crew, and basically get information on what to do next, or just, you know, more depth into the story, more world building, if you will. He called a chocobo right there on the spot. Now they're riding. They are noticeably faster from what I can see, and they're riding around. Very cool. We got someone on the overworld over there, it looks like, with a chocobo. Must be a quest. I don't know why it's flashing red right now. That's really weird. He's on the map. He's clicking another location, and confirmed. Fast travel, guys. And so now we fast travel. That is a save point right there. I can't help but see. I mean, it's right there at the entrance. It has to be, right? So they fast traveled. We got a multitude of save points. Do we heal at save points? And now we have random encounters. Confirmed. So they're running around. They run into somebody. Now here's my next question. Why is this guy glowing? He's glowing and there's a yellow exclamation mark. What does that mean? What's happening? Is he more a powerful version of an enemy? Or is that something that's going to be normal? I don't know, but I would love to know. I'm here for it. So let's skip ahead a little bit and see what they do here. So we're smashing enemies. Really cool. We're going through. We get to choose our attacks. You can see that turn order at the top left. It's legit. We got A, B, and C where they're nicely denoted so you know who to attack and when in what order. You know exactly how to go about these things. What's interesting is that stagger gauge in the bottom, they depleted on him. He's not defeated, but they're ignoring the powerful guy here. Which clearly, maybe they're just overpowered. Maybe they just don't care. Maybe it's just like a demo and they're like, whatever. They one-shot break that, so I'm assuming they are over-leveled for this area. Level 9, I can't see their level at the top of my head. They finished the one off. That dude smacks everybody, and it really wasn't that big. We get an extra phase, but only with 2 characters. Interesting. And so we can see one's weakened. She smacks, she one-shots. She smacks, she does not one-shot. Well, the other one maybe was a one-shot. He's already weakened. And that finishes him off right there from what I can tell. No, that's a break. So he's really strong. He has much more HP than the others. Interesting. So that red glow means extra HP. So here we go. We got MRP. So this is our mastery rating points. And then we got Gil and experience. Very nice. But we still don't know how to awaken. Break finish gives you bonus mastery. Okay, is there a way to get bonus XP in Gil too? Our cast and crew is level 7, and they're one-shotting level 9s. Maybe there's different difficulties? And they're playing on easy? I don't know. That kind of scares me if I'm being honest with you. But regardless, there's depth, so surely this is just a beginning area. Low level, it's inconsequential. We'll just not make too much fuss out of it. So right there, we can see that there's something glowing on the ground that was golden. So he's going to step right down here. He comes down, changes zone. We're still flashing red. I don't know what that means, but there's something golden right here on the ground. It must be an item we can pick up. The overworld looks gorgeous. I can't say that enough. Now we got enemies. I recognize these sprites. You probably do too if you played Brave Exvius. And I don't, amongst things. And I don't see any glowing enemies this time, so they should be all around the 100 HP mark or so, like 100, 150 is what I'm assuming. They were one-shotting basically. So let's see what happens here. We're gonna go select. Lastwell, nope, he uses his vision. We hit for 200 some odd, and we definitely one-shot. Looks like we're building up something big up there with the bonus turn. It's really good. We break and one-shot again, adding Fina to the bonus action / turn. And is this going to finish? No, we're scanning. And so that actually is pretty interesting to me. I would like to look at that for a minute. We see when we scan, just like you would imagine, you get an identification of what they drop. And then I'm guessing what you can steal from them. I can't read that. And then it shows right here what elements they're weak to that will break them. And then it shows that HP, I was close. I said 100, 150, it's 180 on him. But yeah, regardless, very nice. Great stuff right there. And so what are we gonna do? Wham bam slam, thank you ma'am. Boom, break it. And so they're attacking with their visions. Interesting. I like it. Okay. So they have their abilities, they're attacking, and then they attack with their visions too. And even though this enemy is defeated, we got to go into the extra turn and do extra. Look at that. Boom, overkill, boom, overkill, boom, overkill. And then we denied vision use. Oh, look at there. There it is. And so that's why we want that. It was really fast, so I'm going to pause it right there. Boom. We get no damage boost for XP. Confirmed. Overkill boost for Gil. Confirmed. And then break finish for boosted magic mastery points. Mastery points. So very nice. Very nice. Now we know how to get bonuses of those. Everybody levels up. Everybody's happy. You see the stat point difference. Now is our stat growth depicted and discerned by who we have junctioned as a vision? I wonder. Let's move right along. He's getting into the menus. He's got Charlotte equipped. He's looking at skills and abilities. I have no idea what they're saying, guys, because it's all in Japanese. Sorry to cough. Anyways, he's looking at skills and abilities. We're not going to stick around for this. We're actually going to move on. We see Zidane. We see Ishtola right there. Very nice, giving some indication. Ishtola is ice, wind, and healing. Zidane does not have anything outlining what they do, but that's confirming it. Very nice. They continue forward. They talked about vision, so I can't help but feel like they're going to want to showcase vision soon. And so we might get some outlook as to what a vision does. Not right there. Let's see what they do here. There it is. Now we're using a vision. So what would they choose? Probably Cloud, because it's a staple and everybody wants to see him, right? I'm literally playing Final Fantasy VII music as I'm saying this. So let's see who they pick. My money's on Cloud. Money's still on Cloud. No picky pick. Do you picky pick? They pick Cloud. Okay. Okay, CG. CGI. Okay. They have the skip button. They're not skipping. They're showing it. Okay. And then wham bam slam. Oh yeah. Okay. Very nice. Very nice. Oh yeah. That's fantastic. That looked good. That looked fantastic. I'm here for it. Moving right along. What else can we see? Oh, we're in the airship. Hang on. So we step out right here. I don't want to get too far ahead. Right there. We see the airship. What's happening here? You're just going to jump in and start flying? That thing can just land anywhere? Or is that a specific spawn point? So it looks like you're going to press A to get into it. Oh, you're in the air. Got it. So it's like a different layer of the world movement. We got a black shadow denoting where we are. So I'm assuming you just landed anywhere. That's what I'm assuming. So looks like that's the case. It's beautifully rendered. You're able to turn full 360 from what they just shown right there. And they continue to show right there. So that's very, very cool. What are we doing next, folks? Oh, they're gonna start flying around. Oh, okay. So you notice the shadow's turning red underneath it. So that means you can't land there. Fantastic. I'm here for it. And so, yeah, you're just traveling freely. You can land just about anywhere you want in the overworld. And it looks like you can even faster, like speed up the travel. Nice. Okay, so they found a, what do they call it? A vision summit? I don't know, man, I messed up. I don't remember what it's called. Anyways, they found a place where there's a vision shrine. Anyways, they're going in, big glowy shrine-esque building. Yep, there it is. Sanctum. That was the word, sanctum, vision sanctum. Thank you if you're screaming at your screen. I heard you. Anyways, yep, and so we got a big white crystal. What's gonna happen here? They're talking to it. They could skip it. Interesting. I'm actually gonna turn this up.
見ちゃいますね。 さあどのビジョンでしょうか。
Okay, so big bright light. They're excited. I'm excited. What's happening? Okay. Blitzball, Yuna, grinding on boots, down cables. Wonder who this is. So they just interacted with it? And it starts summoning? Is that what's happening here? So I'm going to turn it down again, because we get the gist. And so they're interacted with it, they're being spoken to, it's voice acted, it's all really well done. And now something's happening, but it's slow. We saw an image. We can assume Final Fantasy X Titus. Here it comes. Titus. Here it comes. We have multiple options. Okay, what's that? What's that? Do we get to choose characters? Can we have multiple characters for Final Fantasy X? What? What does that say? Someone please get in the comments. Tell me what that says. I need to know. What does it say? Okay. They chose the top option, which is, I'm getting impatient. I'm super impatient. Bright light. Titus. So they chose Titus. Who'd have thought? And so there it is. They've basically gotten Titus. Was it a choice of who they get? They just received an item. It looked like a shard, which they did say earlier that shards or visions were shards or items. So can we talk to it again and get 2 more characters? Was that even a choice between characters? Was that like a test? What was that? What happened? We may never know. And so they go on to talk about the product in detail, it looks like. And yep, we've read all this already. We talked about what's going to come in the package. They're looking at the package. Is this the collector's edition? This must be the collector's edition. Big old monster $209 box. And this is showing the things that are going to come inside of it. You're telling me this might change before then? Is that what you're telling me? This might change before then when you've already got it to this point? I don't know. Regardless, that looks cool. Very nice. Oh, we got some characters down there we can't really discuss or talk about. I don't want the spoiler warnings. Multiple discs. Talk about a Final Fantasy throwback. What is this, 7 and 8 all over again? Like what? What are these discs doing? Okay, and they talk about the collector's items basically, or the digital deluxe items, pre-order items. Very, very nice. And so yeah, looks like that's the gist of it. I don't see anything else. Yeah, they're done. So yeah, guys, you guys tell me what you think. This is it. We went through it. We saw it. This is beautiful. This is gorgeous. I'm excited. A lot to be excited about. We've gone through, we've analyzed, we've taken a look at it. If I've missed anything, drop down in the comments and tell me all about it. Please, please. I probably missed something, so you guys drop down there. Keep me straight. I love this community. You guys are amazing. If you think I'm worthy, guys, drop me a like and subscribe. I will continue to follow this game. I will continue to cover this game, and I will absolutely play this game when it comes out. I can't wait for it. So smash that like button, hit that subscribe, and get in on it. Don't miss out on what we're doing here on the channel. Named Soul, I'm super duper grateful for you. Thank you for taking the time to watch up to this point. Past that, huge shout out and thank you to our soldiers. You guys and gals are the ones that keep the content rolling, me going, and everything flowing. I'm super grateful to you guys. Thank you so much. And until next time, I will catch you later. Bye.